Just for a while, come lay here with me. Tell me all your dreams and all your fantasies. Just for a while, let's lose all inhibitions. Let your fears go. It's just you and me. It's safe here, you know. I know you've been hurt, and I've been hurt too. But if we both let go, our hearts know what to do. Just for a while, let's lose ourselves in each other. Let me hear you breathe and feel your heart near mine. Just for a while, let's lose all inhibitions. Let your fears go. It's just you and me. It's safe here, you know. I know you've been hurt, and I've been hurt too. But if we both let go, our heart knows what to do. Just for a while, come lay here with me. Tell me all your dreams and all your fantasies. Just for a while, come lay here with me. Don't worry what tomorrow brings. Just stay here with me. Just for a while. Just for a while, come lay here with me. Tell me all your dreams and all your fantasies. Just for a while, let's lose all inhibitions. Let your fears go. It's just you and me. It's safe here, you know. I know you've been hurt, and I've been hurt too. But if we both let go, our hearts know what to do. Just for a while, let's lose ourselves in each other. Let me hear you breathe and feel your heart near mine. Just for a while, let's lose all inhibitions. Let your fears go. It's just you and me. It's safe here, you know. I know you've been hurt, But if we both let go, our heart knows what to do. Just for a while, come lay here with me. Tell me all your dreams and all your fantasies. Just for a while, come lay here with me. Don't worry what tomorrow brings. Just stay here with me. Just for a while. Just for a while. Just for a while. We're going to get together tonight on a Saturday night live with SarahSpiritual, and we're going to be answering your questions. We're really excited and really happy to be connecting with all of you. Those of you celebrating Easter, happy Easter weekend, happy Saturday, happy celebration. My time is flying. Can you believe it's April already? And it's not even only the first. We're on the third day of the fourth month, and time is a-moving. And for some of us coming out of 2020, time can't move fast enough to get us back in a way that we feel more comfortable, more content, more free. But freedom is the theme for us here in the month of April. We really want to tune into our own personal inner freedom and connect to the energy that makes us who we are and attract the things that we desire. And we can't lose ourselves in the narrative. We can't lose ourselves in the fear. We have to hold true to the energy that is true to us, who you really are, and trust that the universe has your back. God is always with you. The angels are always with you, and that you're special. You're divine. You have your own gifts. You can do anything you set your mind to and your intention. And we're going to open up tonight by doing a collective reading for the group. And then as we move forward, we're going to answer individual questions. I do ask that you make your questions be as specific as possible. And if you're asking about you and another person, then please give us your birth date and their birth date and be specific who's who, because that allows me to tune in and align to the energy as quickly as possible so that we can get to as many questions as possible. So how's everyone doing as we spring into the months ahead of this beautiful, lovely weather for a lot of us across the globe? And to those who are our friends in other countries, and perhaps you're watching this and maybe your country's back on lockdown, you know, our hearts are with you, and we send everyone healing across the globe because we know we want the world to be a better place. We want the world to be healed, and we truly want our life to feel a little bit more free. But this slow up, this energy that has blocked us from moving forward, this malaise, this disease, as we look at it, one of the things we can take note of is, where do you feel restricted in your life, having nothing to do with external restrictions? Where are your internal restrictions? What's holding you back? What part of you is afraid to move forward? Or what limitations have you set for yourself, either out of fear or perhaps comparative mind? Well, I don't think I'm good enough. Don't think I'm as strong as so-and-so or as talented as this person. Or maybe I don't have the educational background. You have to remember you have the power to shift and change anything by taking action. And when we are caught up in the mind energy, it starts to play tricks on us. And I think a lot of us in this 2020 into 2021 really and truly got lost in the energy of feeling like our mind was playing tricks on us because all we had was our mind. You know, I hear that song in my head by Eric Carmen, all by myself, don't wanna be all by myself anymore. right? We don't want to be by ourselves anymore. We are so tired of that. We want to get out. We want to mingle. But where were you restricted before the restrictions took place? This has been a time of reflection, and I do hope if you haven't grasped this energy of reflection and looking at where you were feeling restricted or not moving in the direction of your heart's content and desire, that you take that time now before life takes a different turn. You want to be on the path that you desire. You know, I'm really relatively sure that life is going to take some turns that may seem a little unexpected. I don't say that because I want you all to look at life and be concerned. I want you to be prepared that there are other twists and turns to this storyline. You haven't seen the whole story unfold as to what's going on in the world. And we're really getting a sense that there's a lot of people in the world that are not feeling happy, and groups and pockets of people that are feeling like they need to find their voice, and they're finding their voice. And you need to be able to look yourself in the mirror and recognize your true authentic self and stand up for who you are. And standing up for who you are and expressing yourself does not need to cause harm to another, does not need to point the finger. It's to just say, this is who I am, I need to be heard, and I'm taking responsibility for my feelings, my thoughts, my actions, and I'm choosing a new direction. If you want to choose a new direction in your life, if you want to spring ahead in the season of spring here on this side of the globe, then please, let's say I'm springing ahead. I choose my direction. I am taking responsibility for my life. Put that in the feed that you choose to spring ahead at this time. I want to know who's leaping forward with me, because it's a good time for you. It's a great time for you to use the energy of the planets, to use the energy of the sun and the moon, and to really fuel your desires and not be lethargic anymore. It's time for you to get that pep in your step, as they say. And as you put the pep back in your step, remember that life is a series of cycles, and when you choose to put the pep in your step, you may get slowed up. Something may present itself as a disruption or perhaps even an obstacle. But we don't need to lose ourselves in the woe is me of the obstacle. We need to take a moment and pause and look how far you've gone. Look how far you have come over time. And then use the respite while the blocks, the seemingly invincible blocks, begin to get chipped away as you sit in the stillness and you begin to chip away at what you perceive as an obstacle. It gives you time to be still and to reflect and to seek guidance. We need to go to the heavens. We need to embrace the heavens and choose a better way and look for the guidance. You know, when we rely on our intellectual mind, when we rely on our emotions that have been triggered and conditioned by other things, then often we make a choice that is based from a learned behavior and may not be in alignment with our soul. And these still pockets that we've received, this stillness, this, well, still resistant change that has come upon us. It's us resisting the changes, but change is being forced on us, and we are left in the stillness to decide, where do I fit in the story? That stillness is giving you a time to not tune up and tune in to other people, but to tune into you and your connection with the divine. And I want to say hi to everyone. Thank you for joining us on our Saturday night. We are really excited to have you. We've been kind of creating, I don't know if you noticed, we've been creating some new sets and creating a new look for everybody. And we've got quite the room that we're kind of creating for everybody to share with us. And soon we're going to get back on the piano and start writing you some music and doing some other types of work for you here on Facebook and YouTube. So we do hope you keep a look out on that coming into the end of the month. We expect we're going to get a little bit more back in our musical story for all of you, and we're going to kind of ramp up what our offerings are going to be. So please be sure to continue to follow us, and if you're loving what you see, like the page, share the page, send me a heart, tell me you love me. It always makes me feel good. And then know that I love you and I support all of you for who you are and your place in the journey, and that we are all together on the path, most certainly for a reason. And then we've got some classes coming up. So before we go to our collective reading, I want to share with all of you some of the things we've got coming up. There's a drum roll, please, for that one, because we've got a class that probably everybody should take. Soul contracts. Do you have a contract with someone? Are you wondering that karma really is a capital B, and you're wondering why are you stuck with these people, and what could you have done in a past life that could be just so terrible to have these people be in your circle? Well, I got to tell you, this is the time for us to examine our soul contracts and for us to cut the cords of karma that bind us to experiences, and for us to do some resolution and to move ourselves forward. And then that is going to be on Thursday night, April 8th. The cost is only $12. So I do hope that you join us for this class. You can visit SarahSpiritual.com, and it should be right there on our events and activities. So just go to the events and classes page and you can see that. And then we have another fun class. And for some of you, you may be wondering, I see the new moon, I see the full moon, I hear people doing, singing Kumbaya on the full moon. So what else can I do? How can I harness the power of the moon and really create miracles in my life? And how can the cycles help me build aspects of life and create new manifestations? And how can I use the energy of the moon to help me resolve negative emotions, resolve negative relationships, and cut ties with things that no longer serve me? So we've got our, drum roll please, moon magic. And by the light of the moon, we're going to be celebrating on a new moon on April 12th. And we will be doing a class teaching you how to utilize the energy of the moon. And of course, we couldn't be on a new moon without a new moon ceremony. So we will be lighting up the sky with our wonderful new moon ceremony. So we do hope that you join us. I know we have something really special planned for you. So after the class is coming to a close, I got a couple ideas that I didn't even tell Helena yet. So we'll see what happens. But we've got some really good ideas coming up for you. So speaking about Helena, let's see, Helena, how you doing now? Oh my goodness, she says. She wasn't. Listen, we got to be on the ready, girl. So what's going on with you?
Look at this, Helena Cam. I'm big now. Well,
look, we got our set.
Which way do I gotta look at you? Hold on.
Yeah.
See, I don't know the direction either.
I know. We were like, what side? If I touch here, or was that my right? Is my left? She's like, fix your hair, Sarah. What's going on? I'm like, I don't know what's going on.
So we're about to tell people about more classes that you have coming up, but I think we could save those to.
Yeah, we got some other stuff coming up too. So, but we're gonna just navigate this for now, and then we have a couple of other classes. We'll talk about that later. So Helena, how have you been? How's the week been? Happy April, rabbit. Yeah, we had to wake up and say rabbit. Yeah.
I feel like we just said Merry Christmas last week.
Yeah. And did you get your Cadbury eggs?
I don't really do those candies, so.
Oh my God, I didn't get any. So send Cadbury eggs to Sarah Spiritual, 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard, please, in West Palm Beach.
They'll be on
I didn't
sale?
get any. They'll be on sale. You know which ones I love? I'm not too fond of the sugary Cadbury eggs. I like the caramel Cadbury eggs.
I heard those are the good ones.
Those are the good ones, right? And so I've developed this art of eating them. So I make the caramel last forever. So, and they rarely make it from I usually get them at a CVS or something. So I'll buy a few. They're usually 2 for $1. Yep. So I'm getting 4 Cadbury eggs. I got to tell you, honestly, by the time I'm home, I have eaten at least 2 eggs. So I come home with 2 eggs, and people think, oh, she only bought 2 eggs. No, I ate 2 in the car because they're just that good. So
you need your car candy and your home candy.
My car candy and my home candy. And, thank goodness for the pandemic, you have a lot of wipes around. So if I get any chocolate on my hands, I don't have to worry about dirtying up my car. So those are true confessions of the Cadbury egg monster that resides within me when they come out once a year. I'm not into the Peeps too much,
Not a Peep fan.
I'm not into that. And I actually was the girl who was allergic to chocolate. I bet you didn't know this. I was allergic to chocolate growing up, and I would get the worst headache. So they would have to begrudgingly buy me white chocolate, which they would look at it well, what kind of chocolate is this? And I would get the white chocolate bunnies. And And even then, sometimes I get like a little headache, but I could at least eat it. So I'd be chewing off the bunny's ear in my white chocolate. And other people had their like beautiful dark chocolates and their milk chocolate bunnies. And I'm just like chewing on a white bunny's ear. I'm like, okay. But all of a sudden it seemed to go away and I'm able to eat. I'm able to eat chocolate and I'm really excited. Now I get what everyone was talking about all these years about chocolate. It is pretty good stuff. If you like chocolate, put it in the feed. And you know, I love chocolate covered strawberries too. I love those, especially if it's a nice, juicy, sweet strawberry. Not one too tart. It's just absolutely fabulous.
With dark chocolate, though.
But you like the dark chocolate.
The dark chocolate covered strawberries.
Listen, she's from New York. The dark chocolate strawberries. That's what she wants to have, the dark chocolate strawberries. And I like the milk chocolate strawberries, so I got to say. And the white chocolate strawberries, they're actually really good.
The swizzle, the white and the chocolate, the dark together.
Yes, have you gotten, I don't know if anyone's ever tried the white chocolate strawberries with like, they have like a drizzle of raspberry, like an icing on it. Those are really good too.
I need that.
So I used to make them in the restaurant business, so I know they're really good. So we're also launching a big event. If you are interested in learning about astrology, I think we should have this up here because she's probably with us in the feed.
She is.
Stacy Haller, give Stacy Haller a shout out. She's our resident astrologer, and we have, do you want to know about astrology? Do you want to understand your chart? When we talk about suns and moons and planets, are you like, well, what the heck are they talking about? Beyond Mercury retrograde, are you like confused? Like I remember Stacy used to tell me things and I would be like, okay, Stacy, yeah, that's really good. What the heck is she talking about? And so she would go into some details about planets and share it with me, and I would be like, So I had to ask questions. That's the only way you learn. And so she would explain it to me, and she talked about mutable signs and air signs and fire signs. And I'm like, okay, who's a mutable sign? Who's an air sign? So she covered all these different aspects of astrology with me, and she talked to me about different things that the planets influence. And so what she's going to do for us is she's going to give us an intro into understanding the astrology, what its role is, and what your personal chart kind of represents, and talk about the different houses and how they impact you and how to look at your chart. And so Stacy's going to cover that. Hopefully, Stacy, I summed up enough. She'll be like, no, I'm not talking about that, Sarah, but you will be now because I said it. But she's doing an intro in astrology. So if you have questions about astrology, you wanted to understand a little bit more for yourself first, and then see if you ever wanted to delve more into it. We'll be having some other classes on astrology as we move forward, but we're offering an intro to astrology. I got the date right now. It is April 30th, so the very end of this month, we're going to do an astrology class with Stacy. It's going to be live on a platform like Zoom, so you can also register for that at SarahSpiritual.com. We are in the process of posting all of that onto the website, so if it's not there yet, know that'll be coming up. But you can also just shoot us a note. DestinyInTheStars.com is Stacy's website. So shoot her a note and say, hey, I want to be included in the class. We'll make sure you get the link for that. And that information will be going out shortly. And before Stacy's class, we have a week before that, we are launching our next 2021 apprentice program. Every year we do an apprentice program, and it is a powerful class. It is launching on the 22nd of this month. I can't believe it. So it's 19 days away already. Oh my God. And the class will be here before we know it. And it is our #1 class. It's the most powerful class. It helps you align and grow your energy and help you be the best possible spiritual person you can be, and help you decide where it is you go in life and who to utilize to assist you, understand more about your soul, and how to use energy to shift consciousness for yourself and those around you. So it's truly a powerful class. We've been teaching this program, never the same, it's always a different aspect of the program, since 2013. So we do hope you take a look at SarahSpiritual.com and learn more about that class as well. I think we're ready for our wonderful spread, but before we go to the spread, I know Helena pulled a card, so we're going to take a look at the card that we have here. And so the card before us is the Dreaming Landscape card, and this is part of our butterfly cards. And this Dreaming Landscape card, when I look at the energy, it makes me feel as if this energy is going to show us that we need to all tune into our dreams, and we need to all want to live our dreams. And this is the perfect landscape vision for all of us to tune into our dreams and all of our energy of creation. So we're going to ask you all to dream and dream big. That is the message for the group that was pulled before we started. Now we're going to pull the cards that are relevant to everybody that's in the group. But I also love the way it just kind of happens for us in this. So we're going to kind of take some of our cards and we're going to pick from our different piles. First, I'm going to shuffle up. We've got our butterfly cards, and these cards are our mystical wisdom cards.
Which one?
The ones with the butterfly.
Oh, universal wisdom.
Universal wisdom. See, we got so many cards. And if you come to the Expedition Enlightenment Center, I got more cards now. Oh my God, it's like getting crazy in there. And you know, the staff is like, we got more stuff coming in. You know, of course, it means more work. We got to put the stuff out. But they were like, more stuff coming in. Yes, we've got more stuff coming in. So we are really excited. And then we're going to be launching soon. We have to talk to our expert on our website. We're going to be launching our new Expedito website. So I do hope you'll be excited to receive that website. And it's going to be a little more reflective of some of the other products on the store, but we also have my SarahSpiritual website in the meantime. And these beautiful cards, what are these beautiful cards here, Helena?
Golden wheel.
The golden wheel cards. That's a beautiful, could you give me that box? We sell these at the center, and I know you all are going to love these cards here. The golden wheel. Let me just show everybody this here. I'll just put it in front of your camera. Kind of stand it up a bit.
Let me get over here. Those are actually from a Russian artist.
A Russian artist, yeah. And we really like these cards. The golden wheel. Really intense. So we're going to be picking from that. So actually, now that we gave the golden wheel the plug, and I also might have an opportunity to, there's another deck of cards we sell at the center called the Voyager cards. Really intense cards, and I have an in to talk to the designer of the Voyager cards. So we're going to see if we can maybe get him on our radio show here. So we got a card that fell up here. So we're going to start with that. We're going to pick a few from this deck. The Empress. You see, we're talking about dreaming big, but I got to tell everybody that this is the time for everyone to plant your seeds. You know, it's let your garden grow, tend to the seeds in your garden. And I got to tell everyone that in this moment, it's a fertile time for all of us, and we've got a lot of support from the universe, particularly these next couple of weeks. You know, at the end of May, we're going to be dealing with Mercury retrograde and just a lot of changes. So these next couple of weeks are critical for all of us to really just delve down deep in yourself and ask yourself, what can I create? So the ground is very fertile, and I just love this card. I'm going to hold it up a little bit, Helena. It's just so beautiful, and the details are magnificent. So this is the Empress card from the Golden Wheel, and we're going to take another card from that deck, and we have the Devil. Okay, so we've got a lot of duality going on within people. You know, we've got this energy of we're not feeling whole, and we're recognizing our shadow self, which a lot of us have had to face, taking a look in a mirror. And you're on this pandemic mode of not going anywhere, and you got to look at your shadow self. So there's a lot of shadow work that can be done so that we don't lose ourselves in the dark side of things, because you have a powerful spark inside of you that can overcome anything. And the next Golden Wheel card is Strength, and we all have to stay strong in these times. So this is the time for each one of us to embrace the energy of who we are, who we've come to be, and our strength card. So we encourage you all to dig down and really tap into your strength. And there's such a power of the Godhead above us, holding our vision and helping us raise our vibration, and feeling the support of the universe that you are strong and you could do anything that you desire. So this is the beautiful energy that I see here for everyone from our Golden Wheel Tarot deck. And now we're going to go to our which one are we going to go to? I know what I'm going to go to. I am going to go to our, Oh, yeah, we're going to go to our mythological goddess cards. And the first one down is the Purifier. We are going to tune into the Purifier. It is time to purify, detoxify, clear your energy so that your creations can come up so that you are able to raise your vibration to meet them. And you know what's interesting? Like a lot of us, maybe we use this time to detoxify these past few months, and maybe some of us use it to overindulge. But now it's a time to look at what do you need to purge in your life so that you can truly have the beginnings of the dream unfolding for yourself. And the next card is criticism. So we have to be careful not to lose ourselves in other people's words and their thoughts, their actions, and their criticism. So when you have this criticism around you, you're not able to really step into the truth of who you are. You've got that conditioned, limited belief, that pot stirring energy, so stirring up all your triggered emotions. And we have to be careful not to fall victim to others' thoughts and opinions and criticism. And we also want to be careful not to over criticize ourselves and critique ourselves. Sometimes we as humans tend to be really hard on ourselves, and you also want to watch your own critical spirit when speaking with others. So criticism is going to minimize another, so you want to work on the energy of criticism during this time. And then we have pleasure. You see, from purification to criticism, we now are going to have an opportunity to be in the energy of the waters and have sheer pleasure and design this magnificent life that we want. Remember, the first card out that was picked before we started live tonight was the landscape of our dreams, this beautiful energy. So I want you all to free yourself in the energy of dreams and free yourself in the energy of sheer pleasure and delight, because we are here to celebrate life and to enjoy the energy of what is our divine true birthright, which is abundance and joy and harmony. And then we also have our wonderful universal wisdom cards, and we're going to take a card from that. And then we have the rainbow wings. So we've got the energy of the universe supporting you and all of your angels and your guides. This is such a magnificently beautiful card, because when I think of this rainbow wings, I think of Archangel Shamuel. I think of Archangel Shamuel and Shamuel's magnificent energy of unconditional love, pure, true connection, heartfelt, soul to soul, heart to heart, God connection. And the rainbow wings are here to support you in unconditional love so that you never feel as if you are alone, and that you realize that there is always love there. And so when you come out of the cards we had before, and we were talking about that criticizing energy and that even that devil energy of that, duality and the shadow of the self, we need to really embrace ourselves and surround ourselves, wrap yourself in the rainbow wings of unconditional love. And the rainbow also represents, for those of you who are not familiar, the 7 rays of the rainbow represent the 7 rays of the ascended master teachers. And so their colors vibrate and align with each one of your chakras. So the love of the rainbow wings is so powerful. So take a look at this card, embrace this card, and know that this card is calling to your soul for you to really feel the love. And isn't this so interesting? The next card down was the dreaming landscape. So I can't believe I just pulled that card out again. So they do want us to dream big, and they want us to use this time. They want us to use the spring energy, the beautiful leaping forward into the arms of the rainbow unconditional love and into the arms of the dreaming landscape so that you can realize your destiny. And we're going to take one more card for this. And the next card associated with this is the dreaming heart. I don't think we could get any better than the dreaming heart. So as you can see, there's a theme here. We want to dream. We want to visualize. We want to use this time to send the messages to the universe and have the universe see what it's like in our vision, what it feels like in our hearts, so that as we send this energy out, they receive it and they magnify it to the highest good and reflect it back unto you. And then the angels and the master teachers will see it. And as it is said, as it is thought, it shall be done. So this is a magnificent reading for the group. We do have our love cards. We're going to pull one love card because we're going to save those for our personal readings. Who's got a love question? I love questions. But first we're going to pull one card for the group. I think we got some really good cards going on here tonight. Let's see. We're going to pull a card, and I've got this one here. A message for you. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. So some of you have people who love you and you don't even know it. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. That is truly a beautiful message to receive from someone who truly loves you. That would really be this rainbow unconditional love, wouldn't it be? The all-encompassing Archangel Shamuel. And the artwork on these particular cards is just so phenomenal. It's so beautiful. And it, as you can see, it has the spectrum of colors here on the side, which really is opening up. And then the light just fills her and fills her heart and her soul. So we want a love that fills our heart and fills our soul. So we're going to get ready to answer some private questions for everybody. So we're going to personalize this and go right to our questions and see. Helena, what were your thoughts on some of these cards here that we pulled?
I think it's a really good time we take a look at these dreams that we've been having and really put them in action. And I feel like these cards are kind of encouraging us to keep moving forward in those dreams because we know what we want. We know what's going to make us feel good. We've had a lot of time to think about it.
We have.
Lord
knows we've had enough time.
And it's time to move forward in those. And I heard there's a bunch of retrogrades coming up for the rest of the year. So now's the time to get those dreams going.
Yeah, I don't know what happens when the eclipses come, but we're going to be really kicking it up, people. So, and I want everyone to really have their life in the order that they want it to be. It's a statement that I just feel like you want to make sure that you're where you want to be, doing what you want, feeling what you want to feel, embracing the love that you want to embrace. It's really that time for you. It really is. So let's see, who's got a question here for us?
We just got a whole bunch coming in.
We got some questions, I'm sure, right?
Oh, yeah.
Send everyone some hearts. Tell me how everyone's doing. Thank you so much for liking and sharing the page. We appreciate it. Thank you so much. Good to see everybody here. I'm just, first I'm getting a chance to just kind of look and see who's in the feed. So we got Lisa. Hey, Lisa, how you doing? We got Stacy. Good to see you. Candice. Isa. Good to see you, Isa. And I love when I get to see people in the feed and I'm like, well, I just talked to them. Oh my God, I just had a conversation with them. Oh my goodness, I was on the phone with them for 30 minutes. Oh my God, they were just in my center. I love the feeling of that. And those of you who aren't local, I want you to set your intention. You're coming to Florida, sunny South Florida, as soon as life is a little bit easier to move about. Let's see what we got.
We're going to start with Miss Carrie Luciano. She says, I'm a very lost soul anymore. She can't find a way out of this depression. Any insight for Miss Carrie?
You know, Carrie, this is actually going to pass. I understand you feeling lost because you feel like people and things haven't shown up for you the same way you've shown up for them. And I feel like you gave a lot and now you're kind of feeling depleted. And the doors closed in a manner of life that you weren't expecting. And so now it looks like you are in a box and you can't find your way out. And so you're just kind of melting and shrinking in this box. You know, Carrie, when I look at the energy around you, I really get this magnificent feeling of balance. And they tell me for you to look up to the heavens and ask for assistance, because as I move you into after your birthday this year, this balance that I see comes where financially things start to lighten up. And personally, I get the sense that you start to feel as if you feel supported. I feel from spirit that you're not feeling supported. And I feel as if the loss of someone connected to you on the other side who stands in a, seems more parental than in your age range, someone of that energy, that loss seems to have hit you hard. And now you're looking at life as all that's past and looking ahead and saying, but I only have this much ahead of me. And I don't know if there's enough time to have and do the things that I wanted to. And I just don't find my place in this world and I just don't fit in. And this is something you've been wrestling with. But I will tell you that as I move you into the energy of through this summer, you do find some inner peace, you find some consistency, and you also find like a better rhythm of different connections with people to recalibrate this kind of dark hole that you've ended up in. But I do see that there is light at the end of the tunnel, and no, Carrie, it's not an oncoming train, so you will be fine. Thank you, Carrie. Ask Archangel Michael to assist you, Archangel Shamuel to shower you with love, Michael to protect you, and all will be well. You'll see. Thank you so much. Who else? Yes.
We're going to Ange Andrews.
Ange Andrews, yes.
She's wondering, should I stick to my spiritual path?
You know, Ange, one of the things that's so wonderful about your life is that you are very gifted. So your spiritual path can incorporate quite a bit. But I do feel that this year is all about you are finding your career, your finances, and if you are aligning your spiritual path with the way you make a living and how you serve others and take care of self, this would be a beautiful path. So that answer is yes, stay on the path, because I believe this path is going to lead you to more of a solid career, way of life as well. So you'll be in alignment with who you are, who you've come to be on a soul level, but also aligning to the fabulous energy of your magnificent financial growth and career expansion that I see for you. So yes, Andrews, please keep moving forward and trust that this path will serve you well in the next 2 years to come. So thank you so much for your question. Who else do we have?
We're going to go to YouTube. We have Bree.
Hey, Bree.
She just had to put her cat Shy down. Unfortunately, she was her best friend. Any message about her kitty?
So it's always a little hard to let go of a pet. You know, I know the feeling, and it's difficult. But know that when we make a heartfelt connection with an animal, they are truly someone that we will always love, and their love stays behind, always connected to us. The love is so pure and so unconditional that it never dies. And I could say that for humans and adults and such, but there's often a very complicated dynamic that happens with relationships with us as humans that doesn't happen in the energy of the animals. And this unconditional love that I see with Shy, her energy of love is just so pure, and I feel as if she enjoyed keeping you entertained as much as you entertained her. She often looked at you a bit like an odd duck, but she also loved your antics. So whatever you used to do in your quiet time that Shy got to see, whatever antics were, she most certainly loved them. And just know that she is with you, ever present in her energy of love. Thank you so much for your question. Who else do we have?
We're going to go to one more on YouTube.
Yes.
We're going to go to Miss Lourdes. She's wondering, what caused me to feel lightheaded this past Monday?
You know, Lourdes, there's been a lot of changes of energy on the planet, so I feel that played into it. But I would ask you to check your blood sugar count and make sure that that is in order and balanced so that you can really keep an eye on any physical causes. We don't ever want to just trump everything up to a spiritual cause. We always want to just keep ourselves open for the possibility that there's something physical just to be aware of, most certainly not to give power. And so in your case, I actually feel like maybe there was a dip in the blood sugar, so you might want to check the monitoring of that. I know that there's a lot of stress and anxiety and pressure at the job, and Lourdes, this is not unusual for you to encounter that, so I feel like that triggered a little stress factor, and it may have impacted your sugar for that moment. So check your blood sugar, keep an eye on that, and then I do believe all will be well. Thank you, Lourdes Solar, for watching us on YouTube. We greatly appreciate it. Yes.
We're going to go back to Facebook. We're going to go to Miss Joy Christina Wright.
Yes.
Her and her dude here, through the ups and downs, finally seeing so much positive progression. What do you see for us in the coming year? Solid commitment soon?
I'm working my way back to you, girl, with a burning love inside. You got to give this guy time. You got to let him percolate. You got to let him kind of just sit in the energy of what he really wants, so that when he puts his foot forward, he's there and he stays solid in that energy. I feel like Joy Christina Wright, that he is coming around. As long as you don't yank the chain too hard or push him in any one direction, he's going to take baby steps to the desired commitment that you so would love to have. So just trust this process, Joy Christina Wright. And I feel like next year at this time, we'll be talking about other bigger plans than just progress. So thanks so much for that question. Who else do we have?
Let's see here. Going to Miss Issa.
Issa, yes.
She's wanting to move and change apartments this summer or late fall. What do we see for Miss Issa moving?
You know, Issa, I do feel like there's some good movement coming for you. I feel like there's a chance for you to move. And I feel like July, August kind of lend themselves that energy. And I also see that you're going to have some information and messages that are going to come to you, and there's going to be some information that's going to lift you up. Right now, I feel like you feel like a little bit defeated in certain aspects of life, but I feel like there's going to be some news that's going to be favorable, that's going to move you forward. And even though you may feel a little bit alone and divided here, they most certainly let me know that change is coming, and you're going to be victorious as you do any battles in life, so that you can move yourself forward. So look for the change to come in the very near future, and the summer will give you a better clue, but I really kind of look at like July, August as a possible time for move, and you're going to be at the direction of that. So thank you so much, Issa, for your Facebook question. Who else do we have here?
We're going to go to Iris. She's wondering, will Jadiel and me reconcile?
You know, he's a hard bird to capture. He's a little standoffish, a little cold at times, but he's also kind of like a funny guy. I don't mean like funny weird, I mean funny haha, kind of funny in personality. I do feel like you will emerge victorious, and even though you've had a lot of heartache and moments in this relationship, I do feel that there's a conversation for reconciliation. But here's someone that we cannot and will not push. The card that kind of flew up for us here, one of them was the Fool. So be careful you don't take things over the top and kind of go back and forth and carry on a bit much, because you can't be foolish in your motions. You've got to really kind of balance. You don't want to be the fool. You want to be in control of who you are. And so I feel like as you look at this, there's an opportunity for reconciliation. It's just going to take a little time. And ideally, Iris, if I were to give you a timeline, I feel like the possibility is going to be closer to his birthday. And I say to you this, remember, the two of you are kind of like the opposites of the spectrum as far as personalities, as far as perspectives on life. He is a complete opposite sign of your astrological sign. So, you know, with that energy, you really want to know that there's definite differences between the two of you, and you want to be sure to take that into account, that you're two individuals who are totally different, who are learning to honor each other and truly respect each other's boundaries and form a union. Thanks so much for your question. Who else do we have?
I'm going to hit back to YouTube. We've got quite a few people joining us on YouTube tonight.
Thank you, YouTube people.
Let's go here. We're going to go to Corey. She's wondering about mom. She was transferred to a rehab with a feeding tube. Still can't walk or talk. What can we see for mom?
So let's take a look here. So mom's energy is, it's a little bit of a long road to get her back on track. She's not going to pop back quickly with this one, Corey. You know, interestingly enough, they they gave me the Queen of Wheels as we read your question. And the Queen of Wheels, you know, she's on a wheel, but this wheel, which makes me think of a spinning wheel, right? So we're going to create and sew something, also makes me think of wheels, like the wheels. I'm hearing the children's theme song. The wheels on the bus go round and round. But in the case of your mom, I feel like, you know, she's spinning her wheels inside of herself, trying to get out of the box that she's in right now. And she can't quite be herself. But I feel like the universe is spinning a new ending to the story, and we've just got to let it get woven around her so she can heal in this time. So I do see that there's a road to recovery that will be slow, but I do feel that she has the power and the will to pull herself out of this and recover. I know it's always scary when they're on a feeding tube, but we just want her to have the proper nourishment necessary so that she can be okay. Who else do we have?
Michelle Seuss on YouTube says, I have been trying to find a new job to help with finances. Do you see something opening for me?
I do see a new job coming for you. I do. I feel as if this comes to you in the energy of this is a creative time for you. You've got to think out of the box, got to think of something a little different than what you normally would do, Michelle. And I feel like a new job comes to help you with the finances. I'm going to move you into the energy of June. That's what kind of pops in here, June, and we want to go more to the mid-June because I know that Mercury goes retrograde at the end of May, so ideally you start the new gig at the very end of June, but I feel new work comes to help with the finances. So you will find a new job to help with your finances. You may find something simple and temporary, Michelle, but then I see a really good gig coming for you. And don't lose yourself in the illusion of what appears to be lack. I pulled a card for you from our mythical goddess cards, and you've got to do some centering to take yourself out of the illusions. And then they also want you to go tap into your purity and purify yourself. So let go of the thoughts that are poisoning you and open up to the energy of what you want to create. And then I see a new job coming to you, Michelle. Thank you so much. Who else do we have here?
Let me pull this up. I just love that deck, by the way. It's my personal favorite.
Yes.
Let's see. We're going to go back to Facebook. We got Valerie Barrick. Valerie asks, will I have the right surgeon doing the correct procedure to heal me?
Let's see here. Okay. Valerie Barrick, I don't know when this surgery is going to happen, but I do feel you will end up in capable hands. I do hope that you have this surgery before May 15th. That's what I want to tell you, but I do feel that you're going to have the capable hands of someone, and you will have the right surgeon for the procedure to heal you, to put you, and the word they tell me, Valerie, is finally. So finally makes me feel like we've been trying to get this straightened up and something just wasn't really quite working. And so now finally we want someone to fix it once and for all. I hope that makes sense to you, Valerie, but yes, I do feel you're going to have that. And again, interesting enough, this card is just flying up. We have the purity card. So you want to make sure you purify and detoxify so that the work is as powerful as it needs to be for you. So who else do we have?
Let's pull this up here. I'm switching cameras. I'm pulling up questions. We're going to This one just came in from Ashley Marie.
Ashley Marie, what's
She
going
just
on?
applied for a job she's been praying she gets. She says, I've been finding a lot of money the past few days. Is that a sign?
That is a sign that the universe is bringing you unbelievable financial wellness for you. And I do take it as a good sign. And where you are in your journey is really the powerful energy that I see. And it is truly meant to bring you to this energy of empowering and seizing opportunities. And this is a year of personal love and self-care and unconditional love and seizing your power and taking your dreams and making them happen. So Ashley Marie, darn yes, they're signs. And I want you to hold the vision that I am the woman who is creating my dream job, and this job I've been praying for that I am going to get, because I'm the woman who is going to get that job. And I want you to trust that experience. And when I pull a card for you from the inside, again, we have purity. So I think we all have to have a little more purity of thought, purity of vision. I can't believe this card just keeps, I went deep in the deck, guys, and here we are, the purity card. So there's something so pure about the beauty and the intention and the sacred waters that are washing over you from the universe and really helping you understand who you are and what you are really going to create in your life. And you are creating your dream position. And also the other thing, a lot of seas, a lot of water energy around you. I see the compassion card. So compassion means have compassion for yourself and others. Hashtag give yourself a break, and beautiful things are going to happen for you. So thank you so much for that. Okay, perfect. Great. Who else? Who else do we have?
We're going to go to Tina Calloway.
Tina Calloway.
What are the most important things my spirit guides and ascended masters watching over me want me to know about my immediate future?
Good question. First thing I heard was all is not what it appears. You're not the limitation that you look at every day. There is a shift and a change. You're not trapped in the environment that you have grown accustomed to and you have taken to be your reality. There's new opportunities, new work opportunities coming for you, and it is for you to be, the word they give me is open and receptive for change, because change is coming for you. The beautiful energy of Archangel Raphael is here to heal you, Tina Calloway, and work on that transformation. The energy of Archangel Michael is here to shield you from the gossip, they tell me, and also your guardian angel is here to pull you from the card I pulled, isolation. So it's time for you to step out of your comfort zone and move yourself in the direction of something new, a new beginning, because everything is working out for you and there is a new beginning coming for you, Tina Calloway. So be open to change, because the winds of change are here upon you now. Yes, indeed. We got that energy, so we want you to embrace it and be careful of depleting yourself by overworking at your current job. So thank you so much, my dear, for that question. Who else do we have? How's everybody doing here on the chat here? We got some good conversations going here.
Oh, yeah. Everyone's excited for Ashley Marie. They heard about them finances. I think we got amped up a little.
We are amped. Ashley Marie, send the vibes everywhere. We got a new attitude.
Going to Teresa McAuliffe. Sorry if I did not say that correctly. She's wondering, when do you see the completion of the home remodel, please? And thank you.
Woo. So there's something about, I don't know if we're on schedule, but something makes me feel like we're not quite on schedule. So there's something about September. I don't know. I just feel like you're going to feel like it's home and it's what you want, the way you want it in September. So that's the first thing that I heard. There's something pivotal in the June, July time. So I don't know if something gets slowed up or you make a choice that then completes the process. But by September, things seem to be a lot closer to how you want it, if not complete. So thank you, Teresa, for your question, and welcome on board. Thanks so much. Who else do we have?
Going to Candace Ann Rowe.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, she says Stefan's still missing. The investigator keeps asking information she doesn't know. Is there any way the angels can sense if Stefan is still in Raleigh?
Actually, I really feel like he's out of Raleigh, North Carolina now. I feel like he is gone somewhere outside of Raleigh. Don't know what town that would be here, but I do feel like there's a change. And you want to ask the angels too. The card that just flew up for you, Candace Anro, is illumination. So the question I have for you that Spirit just posed is, we need to know who is his friend or who are his friends outside of Raleigh. We need to see who would have had a reason for him to leave Raleigh, North Carolina. And you want to ask the angels of fire to illuminate that energy so that we can find him ASAP. So we will ask everyone to send some powerful energy to Stefan. And Candace Anro, if you can, in the instant messenger of Facebook, send me his picture, please, so I can have a better connection with him. So maybe I can kind of pinpoint that a little bit more. Well, certainly we were all concerned for his safety. So thank you so much, Candace Anro. Who else do we have here?
Going to Maria Fernanda Maffei.
Maria Maffei's in the house.
We got that love question, Maria and Howard. Can she have a message about our connection?
So Mr. Howard, Howard, he's a little eclectic, eccentric. He's a little different here. I don't know the year he was born, but I see here that the connection, you know, Marie Maffei, is that sometimes he can be a little hard for you to read or standoffish, and you just kind of let him play it out for himself. He cannot be pushed. You know, you're a really solid, strong, loyal, compassionate, kind, really all-around good girl, good friend, good connector of people. You say what you mean what you say. I mean, you're pretty right up there, straightforward. You're a good catch. And there's something about him that doesn't necessarily feel as solid about himself. There's some inner insecurity, some inner side story going on, perhaps deals with a past relationship or a family relationship that kind of leaves him a little wishy-washy and not as powerful as maybe you are. So you want to temper that back so that you can really move yourself forward in the energy of divine love. The connection is, and I really need the birthday complete to really give you the strong picture, but I feel like it's a good connection. I just don't know if you're looking for commitment, if he's even in that space right now. I don't care what comes out of his mouth. I'm talking about the energy in his being. I don't know if he's really ready for that true connection. We're going to go to our love cards for that because, boom, or drum roll, please, we got a love question here. So Lord knows we want to tune into our love question. So I'm going to just shuffle up the little love cards. We've got our beautiful little hearts. I am going to spread them here in front of me. And Maria Maffei, we're going to pick 2 little cards for you, baby girl. And we're going to see what we got. First one we pick is time. You are trying too hard. Give it time. That would be a bam. Isn't that what we just said? Back it up. Let him be. Let him come to his own time. Beautiful artwork here. Give it some time. And the next one is, this is a passionate relationship. So this is going to be a fiery, passionate relationship. Magnetic and seductive qualities surround you at the present. Enjoy it. So there's a lot of it's going to heat up, girl. So he may be a little lukewarm and cold in his personality and his ability to really say, this is how I feel and where I am, but it can really heat up. So as long as we can heat him up to melt, we are going to be good. So there you go, my dear. So we're going to give this some time as our spirit guides are suggesting. Thank you so much for your question. Who else do we have here, Helena? How's everybody doing in the house? We got some good conversation going on here. Let's see.
Oh, yeah. I was asking who's still watching. I was like, who's with us?
Yeah, we still with us. What's everyone doing tomorrow? I'm sleeping. Like,
sleep.
SarahSpiritual is like totally wiped. I was talking to someone last night, and she's watching, but I'm not going to say who she was. And I was talking to someone last night. I was like, oh my God, you have no idea. I'm like, I need a minute. So, yeah, you just gotta, sometimes you need a break. So I'm definitely, unless the Easter Bunny drops off too many Cadbury eggs, I have to stay up all day and eat them. 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard, West Palm Beach. Leave the Cadbury eggs at the door. I'll go pick them up. Yeah, it's gonna be a good Easter, everyone. So, Tawana's in the house. Good to see Tawana again. Thank you so much, honey, for joining us. You know, Tawana, you were like in with us for everything, and then all of a sudden, I don't know where you went, like, because you're still in Georgia, I think, right? Tawana's still in Atlanta, Georgia, right? So. And she was like my Georgia crew when we were broadcasting live in Georgia. And then I guess life got busy. We didn't see you on our Facebook feed and our YouTube. So we're glad to have you back in these past couple of months or so. And I know Tawana's taken our classes. So love seeing you in class, Tawana. I'm really glad to assist you on the path of spiritual growth. But Tawana's got a really interesting question. Let's see what that question is here.
She decided to start a new business.
We got love cards on the floor.
Oh my
They're
gosh.
just throwing them out for you, Tawana.
She's wondering, am I on the right track?
It's not a brothel, is it? Because there's a lot of love cards down here. Holy, no, they're all the way under here.
Yeah.
Helena, you're going to have to crawl on the floor. Show us how you practice that tummy roll, Helena.
I'm not over there, but I might have to kick a leg or something.
Yeah, here you go. Oh my goodness, we are
kick 'em
just...
over here.
I know, I can't kick cards. These are like our Tony Salerno cards. She's like, just kick them over here, Sarah. Put your foot on the cards. Okay, wait, you got them now? All right, don't drop the mic. Okay. Well, we didn't say our stage was perfect here, but we are revamping. We got some
skill right here.
This is some skill. Yeah, well, listen, what you don't know about Helena, I can't tell you, but anyway.
I'll tell them on Helena after hours.
Yeah, Helena. Yeah. Let's catch us on IG Live. That'll be around midnight. We'll be outside. It'll be fine. Okay. Tawana, business idea. You are on the right track. It is a good business. We're going to pull some Golden Wheel Tarot cards for you. And the Queen of Wheels is here, so she's a spinning a new reality for you. And the next one is the Seven of Cups, which means a lot of dreams fulfilled. It's a beautiful card. I love these cards. They truly are so picturesque, and they're amazing to me. And then we also have the Queen of Cups. So we've got a lot of offerings and opportunities, and you're going to have some, I don't know if you're partnering with a woman or there's another female involved in this, but I feel like it's going to be a great business, and you are on track. I see a lot of prosperity. Launch it, and actually 10 to... Yeah, next year is going to bring great expansion for you. So go ahead and move yourself forward. I had to kind of fast forward into the energy to see where you'll be, but it's going to be a good time for you. So thanks so much, Tawana, for your question. Love those cards. Absolutely love those cards. So, okay, so everyone, I want you to know the cards that just fell, because I know there's a story for everything we got. Who's our next person there?
We're going to go to Richard next.
Okay, so Richard, chill with me a minute here, because we got to pick up the cards we kicked here. So we got a story. Maybe it's a story for you, Richard, so we never know. So romance is coming down the house here, Richard. We got the Cupid's arrow, so we never know. And freedom, we got to be free. So everyone's got to work on their freedom. We were talking about that. And passion. And we know we had pulled the time card, so we got time, but everyone needs to learn to trust. Hey, there's a story whenever I drop cards, so I always, it's important right now for us all to take a step back and spend time alone instead of placing our focus on another. Now is the time to give to yourself. So that's an interesting card, because we talked about that in our opening. Hold on, everybody, because now we're into transformation. So we are all in a form of transformation. We're manifesting our miracles. This, again, is something we talked about here in the feed. Then we have to look deep in our heart, and we will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. A beautiful picture card, and this card represents true deep love that a lot of us want to manifest. We are all going through a magnificent time of healing and transformation here. And the next one is, when you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and your memories you have shared with those you love. So that's another message for all of us. Many of us are looking for our soulmate. This is coming, we're going to come really face to face with our soulmates, our karmic entanglements in these next few months, because we are healing the old wounds of the past. And my friend Stacy will talk a lot about Chiron when we talk about our April, so catch our show on Wednesday night because she'll be a guest, and I know she's going to talk about the healer, the wounds and stuff. And so we each have to embrace each other as we find our missing pieces. And isn't that part of the spiritual journey? Isn't that why we all join together, so that we can help each other along the way? You know, we're cheering each other on, we're family, we're community, and it's always good when you hear someone ask a question and you're like, wow, I thought I was the only person going through that. It's so good to know I'm not alone. Or like, oh good, if they could have that happen, then there's hope for me too. Yay. We inspire each other, and each one of you is the teacher to the other in this group by your questions. So now that I set you up magnificently, Richard, what is your question?
This is definitely one for Richard and the group. He says, Sarah, I'd love your insight. I've come across many white and brown feathers recently, every day for the past week, and birds' nests on my path. He'd love to hear what comes.
You know, Richard, here's the powerful thing about where you are. You are in a place of empowerment, and the white and brown feathers to me symbolize the heavens and the earth. This is how they show it to me. They gave me a flash of the beautiful, broad, bright white sky, presence of the divine creator, and brown representing Mother Earth. And then they flashed me as Helena was reading the question, which is why I let her read the questions and I do the envisioning and connection. And the powerful beauty that I see is that your Indian spirit guide is really tuning up to you and letting you know that there's a strong harvest coming for you this fall, this time. It's like when I think of, you know, the pilgrims and when they came and they celebrated Thanksgiving, and, you know, when I think of the brown and white feathers, you know, I think of turkey feathers, I think of the energy of the dove and the turkey, and I think of, again, heaven and earth. And I see strongly around you that there's a strong Indian spirit guide that is helping you on the journey as you're walking your path, as you're going about your business in your day. Richard, it is such a fabulous journey that you're on spiritually, that they're giving you clues that even though you're going through your steps from point A to point B, that they're letting you know they're with you, holding your hand every step away. And then I also see around you, Richard, this female energy of a woman standing connected to you. I actually place her more on the parental, maternal, on the father's side of the family here. So I don't know if grandma passed, but there's a female energy on the family lineage who's also helping you, Richard. So you're very strongly being guided, Indian spirit guide with you, and you're being surrounded and reminded to acknowledge Mother Earth and the heavens simultaneously. Thanks so much for a really great question. Thank you, Richard. Don't we get to catch Richard in our classes? Sometimes it's Richard
We see
in our
Richard in class.
We see Richard in class. So thank you so much for taking our classes. I love when I get to see everyone who's, you know, we're in class and I'm up talking like the whole entire class. Like I don't even think I take a freaking breath. I'm like blah 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 blah. So my friends are like, "How do you do that? How do you just keep talking?" I'm like, "I don't know. They just keep giving me words and I keep spitting them out." But it's interesting because when I'm in class, you know, it's like I just have all this information I have to share. But at least here we kind of get to have a little bit more interaction because it's not as structured. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Then I have my friends who tell me, "You have such a structured schedule." I'm like, okay, you try to manage everything I do and not have a structured schedule. Okay, how's that working for me?
What's structure? It's spiritually guided.
Yeah. Listen, you know, someone was talking to me about, you know, the pandemic and not their work was closed for 2 months and everything, and you know, and of course we were blessed. We at least had some aspects of business that we could still conduct during this time. And, you know, many of you may or may not know if you took my classes. Some people know it's like when I was coming into the 2020 year to renew my lease, I didn't want to sign that paper. I was like, I don't know. I'm not feeling this year. I'm like, oh, it's not going to be a good year. I was like, oh, Lord. And I decided to sign the lease, but it was supposed to be given back to them in like February. And, you know, I think Helena was with me when I finally gave it back. I think we were sliding it under the office door, something crazy like that. But, oh no, I think that was the rent check. But anyway, one of those things we slid under their door. But it was like, we were so busy trying to I was trying to figure out what was going to happen. And I was looking up to the heavens and talking to my guides, and I got nothing. I was like, well, you people are no help, except for this really bad feeling that it was going to be a really weird year and that I just wasn't going to be one of my favorite years to be like, yay, I've got a center. Yay, I'm Sarah Spiritual. So I was like, what is going to happen? Right? And I had this feeling. But when I really sat and I said, okay, you know, they really want this lease. It's like past when it was due. Like my new year has started, but they don't have my paperwork. You know, and I've been there for 15 years, so they don't really bother me, but they're going, rah, 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 rah. So I was like, what do I do? And my spirit guides were really clear. They're like, you sit yourself down, little Miss Sarah Spiritual. You sign the paper, you just pop it in the mail, receipt, return, and you just show up for work. And I was like, okay. And I have to say, it was like 9-10 days later, we all went on the shutdown. And I was like, you people, you know, and you have to learn to follow spirit. So when I teach, I learn to follow spirit, and spirit gives me information. They tell me what class to teach. They tell me what people need to hear. It's not what I want to teach, what I think I'm an expert on. It's what I am being chosen to be a mouthpiece for. So I can channel the information to you, and they guide me to bits of information that I may need to like jot down, but everything's channeled for you. Our apprentice program is totally, totally channeled. It is really a high vibrational experience. All the classes, you know, I set a very fair price point for these classes because I want the information to get out. And, you know, in my head I go, okay, well, you know, we'll give them a class for like an hour and 15, hour and a half. But we always give everybody 2 hours. It's like they stop me like 10 minutes before the end, like someone pulled the plug out from under me like I'm some kind of wind-up doll, right, Helena? And it's like all of a sudden you could see me go, okay, and our final questions, please, right? How is it for you to experience it, Helena?
I mean, it's pretty much exactly like that. And it's funny, you were saying before, oh, I just talk. Some of those classes, we know there's just so much information. We won't even ask any questions because we're just like, give us more information.
Yeah.
And Spirit will give it to us as
much as we need it. Everyone, I'm like, here's the information. So.
But it's such powerful information, and there's so many tools that you give to us that it's really for a beginner, a middle, an expert. Like, it doesn't matter where you're at, and the options of choices and knowing that you can connect in so many ways is really where you can shift a lot of things, because spirituality is in everything.
It's in everything. And also for all of you, it doesn't matter, like Helena said, where you are in the journey. Like our apprentice program, you're like, oh, I guess I need to be advanced. You will hear the information at the level that you are at. But then when you read the notes, even 6 months later, or take the next class, and they're not pieces where you fit them in. It's just like they're classes of information, and there's levels and bits of information that may look like on paper by words that they're going to overlap, but they don't, because every class is presented for the group. Just like I never know what I'm going to tell you all on Facebook. I never know where we're going. I never know the questions that we're going to have. Everything is just a free flow. I don't even pick the questions. You know, I just trust that everyone who's with me is going to be guided. This way I'm not losing myself in reading the question and trying to read into what I think you're asking. I hear it and I'm cued by, you know, from being on the radio. I hear it. I have like less than 2 seconds to respond, because on radio you can never have dead air. So I have my spirits trained that you need to drop a piece of information for you could keep giving it to me, but give me something in less than 2 seconds, because I need to give them something so that they know that I'm connected to them. And that's how this whole process works for me. And you know, we've been doing this for 15 years, 12 years of national radio. We've been doing lives now. This is like our 3.5 years or so, right, Helena?
Yeah, almost 4 years.
Almost 4 years of us doing different lives on different social media platforms. So we've been showing up because we feel that everyone needs to hear things several times in several different ways. It may not always come from me, it may come from other sources, so that it can really resonate with you, and it will be embedded in you that when the student is ready, when you're ready to really receive the information and activate it and utilize it in your everyday life, it's right there in your energetic field. It's right there in your knowing. It's been brought to the surface, and you're like, I know exactly what to do. I'm not going to panic. I'm going to be okay, because I remember when Sarah said this, and I remember when I got a sign from the feathers that my Indian spirit guide, for instance, to use Richard's question, is with me. I remember that my ancestor connected to me. So now I'm doubting something on my path, but yet I've received from Sarah or someone else that there's proof on the other side that people do exist. And it's a powerful thing. So, be open to grow and learn with us, because we are really excited. And thanks, Richard, for your question. We really appreciate it. Yes, what else do we have here?
Lisa was thanking us for talking about this. It's definitely important to talk about it and explain what we do.
Yeah, it's important. It's important for you to know. And, I think I take for granted, if I could say, I don't take spirit for granted, but I take for granted that it's just like it just comes, right? So it just happens. I show up, I do what I do, and because it makes such logical sense to me what happens, I realize that sometimes it's important for you to understand why I ask you to give me your birthday, or why I answer the questions the way I do, and why I even structure my words and my sentences a particular way, because they kind of give it to me in a format, and sometimes it comes in multiple pieces, and then they give it to me in a format where I have to take the pieces and put them together and present it to you, because they usually give me a lot of information all at once, and I have to kind of pull it and put it together. It's like someone giving me 6 different types of flowers and a vase and say, okay, make a flower arrangement, you've got 5 seconds, go. And every flower is important. All righty, thanks. So yeah, talk about jumping on cue. So no mercy here. Who else do we have here?
We're going to go to Champa.
Champa.
It's been a while since we've seen Miss Champa. She's wondering what the angels have for her.
So Miss Champa, first things first. How deep is your love is what I hear in my head. So there's a deep love around you. There's a deep connection. You have a lot of love to give. You are the kind-hearted person. You also have a lot of connections with spirit yourself. You've got the connection of your angels and your guides. I feel like they talk to you in the dream state. And I keep hearing this song. How deep is your love? How deep is your love? I really need to know. So I think that's like a Bee Gees song. I don't know, but it's coming in my head. 'Cause we're living, right? Yeah, I can't do my Bee Gees imitation. I've been talking all day, so I don't even think my voice has anything beyond the speaking voice right now. But how deep is your love? How much love do you have to offer people? You have a lot, and you deserve the same in return. And you really need people around you to love you right now. This is your time of stepping out of your comfort zone and being really creative and being open to some new ideas, particularly around your birthday time. Kind of thinking of some new ideas, maybe even making a move or some type of change that's going to freshen up and party up your life. So this is what I see for you. Your angels and guides are with you. Particularly Archangel Michael steps forward, letting you know that he is with you in the circle of light protection, and also balancing the scales of justice around you so things are fair and just. Thank you so much, Champa, for your question. Who else do we have?
We're going to go to YouTube. We've got Diane Thompson.
Yes.
Diane is asking, will I be able to get an apartment in New Jersey by this spring? I want to live part-time in Florida, but in New Jersey in the summer when it's too hot in Florida.
No, it's never too hot in Florida, honey. One of my spirit guides like, well, if you can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen. So there you go. Go to New Jersey. New Jersey can get pretty hot in the summer too. I'm from New Jersey, but by this spring, I want to live part-time in Florida and New Jersey. But she wants to get an apartment in New Jersey. Are we thinking small apartment here? And what part of Jersey? I don't know. But as I look at the energy here, I don't know if we're going to get it by spring, by this spring, because we're in spring now. I don't know if you're going to get out in time for summer, but you might get out in time for June, July. I don't know if we're going to get out in time for spring. That's just the vibe I have. 2022 is a really better year for a lot of this to take place. So if things don't fall into place easily this year, set your intentions to have it the way you want it to be for 2022. Thank you so much, Diane Thompson, for your wonderful question. And I also have the star card that came out for you, and it's a beautiful card, And this kind of represents, your emotions and the balance of your life, and really, just not letting your emotions run this decision, really let things fall into order. And it's a beautiful card here that we have here for you. So I don't know if we got a chance to show that card for her, Helena. Okay, there we go. This card's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful card. So this is the star card in the Golden Wheel Tarot. Thank you so much. All right, who else do we have?
Let's see. Going to Wanda Velez on Facebook.
Hey, Wanda.
Wanda says, I feel I am a good person but been stuck in a rut for over a decade. Career, love, finances. When will I spread my wings and find freedom and happiness?
Oh, freedom. Freedom. Freedom and happiness. And what about some love? Love, 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 love. Yes, indeed. Love is coming. Love is coming. Love is coming. I see the energy of love, partnership here, union. When will that come? Actually, this 2021 is a year of some strong love. And I feel like you've had a lot of criticism in your life, and it's made you doubt yourself. And you have not been able to let go of some of that negative self-talk, and you have to nurture yourself and tune into Mother Earth, because Mother Earth is going to help you rebirth yourself. When will you spread your wings? First of all, when you give yourself permission, and when you remind yourself that you are a powerful woman who is promised to have everything that you desire. And I feel like 2021 and 2022 bring you powerful energy, and you have a sacred motivation that comes upon you. These are the cards of the universal wisdom, and this is beautiful. We have sacred motivation. So there's going to be a pulling from up within your soul that is going to make you realize that you are this energy of great, beautiful love, and that this is going to be a sacred aha moment. So if I were you, I'd give it just a little bit more time so you can kind of move yourself forward. But I see love. So if we're not in a love relationship, it's a coming. If there's a love relationship that's kind of new, or not, like on the fence at some part, there's going to be some real heavy-duty heat up here, honey. So keep me posted on that, Wanda Velez. Sounds like a really interesting time for you between 2021 and 2022. Thank you so much. Who else do we have?
We're going to go to Mike and Natasha Allen.
Yep, our friends, Nat and Mike. Yes, indeed.
I'm wondering what's going to go on for 2021 for Mike and Natasha.
Well, first of all, I've seen fire and I've seen rain. Oh, goodness. Yeah, what, James Taylor? What is that? Lonely days when I could not find a friend, but I always thought that I'd see you again. Okay. First of all, I see Jesus. No. I do. I truly see the power. I'm not making fun of Jesus. Lord knows I'm not making fun of Jesus. I see Jesus. I swear. I see the energy of God. I see the energy of Jesus. I see the angels around you. I feel like it's an everlasting love around you. I see the strong strength. I feel like you guys are even more united, more strong through the adversity that you have encountered. I feel like your dreams that seem to have taken a sidestep are really going to realign and take off with a different momentum, maybe in a different format. But I see the dreams that you originally put your foot upon the path to achieve have not been completely removed. They were just a bit elusive, and you guys have an everlasting love. So it's a powerful time, and Jesus is with you, my friends. So you can't ask for a better backup singer than Jesus. So you're good. All right, thanks so much. Oh, Jesus, they got so many crazy songs running through my head. I can't even sing them to you all fast enough. So yeah, it's just soda in here. It's Raz Cranberry. Really good stuff here. Raz Cranberry. Yes. All right, what do we got going on here, Helena?
We're going to go to Monica on Facebook.
Monica.
She's wondering, can you tell me who is watching over me?
There's somebody who's... Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Can I tell you who's watching over you? So, Monica, interesting. I've got your guardian angel, of course, is there. I also have Archangel Gabriel. Archangel Gabriel tells me that you have a message or something that you need to write or document. And then I see a woman who is connected to you, but she seems more maternal than a grandmother. She seems more maternal, like a mother. So this woman is either mother or a mother person who was like a mother to you, Monica. And she's assisting you in this transformation that you're going through, where I see that next year you're going to be making some major changes in your life. And these are some of the changes that you said you wanted to make, be it a move or a shift, taking you out of the pattern of stagnation. And I also see on the grandfather energy, I also believe that's on mother's side of the family, your grandfather energy, male energy, he is with you. And he's talking to me about some family gathering or connection, something that's important to the family. I actually just lost hearing in one ear. So I don't know if he had a problem with his hearing before he passed, but also my hearing went out on one side, and I hear this really high-pitched ringing, which also lets me know the angels are with you, very much around you, but grandfather energy with you and a maternal energy, almost like a mother figure who passed is around you, besides your guardian angel. So thank you, and Archangel Gabriel wants you to journal and write your thoughts and your feelings. Speaking of thoughts and feelings, let's grab another question. I'm feeling the need for spiritual speed. Let's see what we got going on here.
Yes, we've got our good friend Jaina.
Jaina.
Wondering, when will I be able to find and act on my purpose for life? What am I supposed to be doing besides having surgeries? And my social life is in the store and doctors.
Well, honey, I've helped quite a few people in the fruit aisle pick up some really nice people. So you don't always have to just be looking at fruit, people. So you never know who you can find in the grocery store. So don't worry about that. In doctor's offices, well, you never know. But your purpose, you will do your purpose, you'll live your purpose, but right now you have to heal your body of the trauma. And please understand that a lot of the trauma in your physical body was due to some of the emotional trauma that you suffered in your life, and the disappointments and your, neglect of self and how you kind of kept everything in. And so, Jenna, I do see, Jenna Lynn Clark-Loft, that there will be a shift in energy of love sometime after your birthday, and this energy of love is self-love, unconditional love, compassion for self, and universal love, and this will put you on the path of moving forward for your purpose, which really you are here to help people, to guide people, bring people together, gather them together, make sure that they have what they need in their food. You love to nurture people, but first you've got to learn to nurture yourself. You kind of neglected yourself, and now it's time for you to pick up the pieces so you can take a chance again on living your life, but your way this time. Thanks so much. Let's pull another question, Helena.
We have Vanessa.
Yes, Vanessa.
She says, long time. What does Spirit have for her? She's wondering because last year and this year has been a bit crazy.
And it's going to still feel a little crazy until your birthday, until the month of November. Then things even out. You had to clean out some it's like you had some old, musty, rotten vegetables in your vegetable drawer. You found like an old piece of bread tucked between the stove and the refrigerator that you had to clean out. You've been cleaning out some tough energies in your life and realizing that not everything and everyone is healthy for you. And as you move yourself forward, you're realizing that you need to live in a drama-free zone. So no more drama for you. You're done with drama. We haven't talked about that in a while. DWD, done with drama. And when you move yourself into this energy of November, I feel like you really feel empowered. It's a fresh start for you. And also, if you've been considering some kind of move, Vanessa, a move with someone, we're going to go somewhere else, start fresh, this would also be a great idea for you to consider coming into the end of 2021. Spirit wants you to know that you are and always will be protected, and the angels have your back. Thanks so much. Well, everyone, thanks so much. We're going to pull a card for closing here for all of you because we truly love all of you. We are glad you spent Saturday night with us. We hope you have a blessed Easter tomorrow. And our final card here for us is, yes, the Three of Wands. So we've got the energy of some magnificent victory and success, but We also know that in this time, as we kind of gather together and build ourselves, that the blessings that are to come for us are from multiple streams, and that we can each be a merchant in our own life and watch our riches come into us and visualize them coming to us long before we actually tangibly have them in our hands. You're not as stuck, you're not as stagnant as you feel. You have the power to shift and pivot at any time. And let me tell you, everybody, everyone pivot to the right, pivot to the left, and start to spring forward, because this is the time to make your change. You are loved. Your angels are with you. We here on Spiritually Speaking with Sarah and our Saturday Night Live and our Sunday Fun Days and our Wednesday night radio show, we so appreciate all of you. We appreciate you spending Saturday night with us. We thought it would be really cool, since tomorrow's a wonderful holiday and I got plans to take a little rest and spend some time in bed. But we thank you all for shining your light and being a part of this planet. We all have a soul contract together, so I hope to see you in the soul contract class, and all realize that we are in this together, and together we can change the world. Thank you so much for joining us. Thanks, Helena, for being a part of our Saturday night and taking your Saturday night to join us. We appreciate you all. We love you. Good night. Happy Easter. God bless you. And bye for now. We'll catch you Wednesday on a radio show. Bye.
Times when life seems dark and alone, there may be times when I don't know where I belong. There may be times when illusions cover up my sun, but I know that I'm not alone, 'cause there's an angel walking with me right by the sun, and I don't have to worry about being alone. There's an to hold my hand, and I know I'm never alone. I may never know all I need to know, but with an angel by my side, I will never I will never feel the darkness, 'cause I've got an angel right here with me. I never